Welcome back to Safe Canada. Seeing how my channel is probably going to attract a lot more Zoomers than any other demographic, I might as well make a couple videos for them and probably cater my content a little more towards them. And right, in this episode, I really want to just talk about being a young conservative. My experience of it. I openly identified as a conservative since the beginning of high school. I was the political kid in high school. I tried not to be cringy about it. I know most political kids in high school are pretty cringe. I tried not to be. I tried to do other things outside of politics as well. But it's sort of been a part of me for a long time. And for high schoolers or whatever who openly identify as conservative, instead of going and talking to, people who haven't been in high school in forever about it, here's some firsthand experience from me. A little conservative big brother talk here. It's in high school, in university, the number one piece of advice I can give you is have a hobby outside of politics. Have a hobby and make friends outside of these realms. I was big into the hockey group at school as well. I made friends with a lot of the hockey people. And I had a wide range of interests outside of, even hockey and politics itself. So I became a well-rounded person and was able to have discussions and have real relationships with people outside of these mediums and have an interesting personality. A lot of political kids I meet don't have a well-rounded personality. They have, being a young conservative is the core of their identity. And around election time, that's good and all, but that's going to really isolate you and, make your opportunity to have friends very limited. You're going to have very limited friends. You're not going to have as deep relationships because you're a chronically political person. And I've seen people who are chronically political and they don't have, the whole I don't have many friends thing is kind of a cope. You should have a lot of friends, maybe have a handful of deep friends, but you should have a wide base of friends, wide variety of interests. And if you, especially something as controversial or as old as politics, most people aren't going to care about politics. If not voting was a political candidate, he'd win every election in a landslide. So people are not political, especially in Canada. So yeah, that's number one rule. Get hobbies outside of politics. You're going to thank me later for that. Second real rule is don't be afraid to stand up for your beliefs. Be informed, talk and read the news, but if something's a little taboo, don't be afraid to speak up, because that's really how we got to the point of conservatives constantly losing in this country. Is people are too afraid to speak up or too afraid of a swarm. Twitter canceling's they don't have power unless you give them power. Or leftists at your school, if you just don't care, they don't affect you. They can gossip all they want, but really they don't affect you. Especially if you follow rule 1 and you have friends outside of politics, they're not going to abandon you over some rumor. In fact, they'll probably back you up. They probably agree with you. Since apolitical people are so easily molded politically, they'll probably support you, especially if you have a decent common sense, something that appeals to the emotion of people. If you have a solid argument, what are the leftists gonna do? Really, what are they gonna do? I ran controversial in school campaigns, and it's I did way better than I expected. just due to the fact that people tried canceling me, and I was a real person about things. I was able to go up and talk to people about things and be a real human to them, not some political android. I connected to people on like a real physical level. I listened to people, and I had my a couple bad actors confront me, but they're easily swatted away. Like, if you are genuine and do what you believe in your heart, like, people will just naturally be attracted to that. Like, they'll naturally come and want to support you for it. And it's only like these heavily ideological people with nothing but like hate and malice in their heart, because they're miserable or mentally ill people, and they don't like people having fun. And that transitions into rule 3. Rule 3 is have fun. Like, life is not worth living if you're not having fun while doing it. Like, take a real deep look at these leftists, and they're mostly miserable people. There's like two ways you can be when you're chronically, when you're like political, like us. It's like, you can either be like these like everything's screwed, like these black pilled people, like everything sucks, like politics, or you could be like these like clown pilled people. I was like, look what's happening now, just laugh at the world, have a good time while you're doing it. It's like, we acknowledge that we have to like save our country, and that's going to hell in a handbasket, but we take a chance to laugh at things, because honestly, having fun as a political strategy is like honestly one of the greatest things to happen. Like, you can just go out and just have fun, and it'll make these like leftists like angry. Because at the root of it, they're just miserable people. Like, have fun, make your memes, because they have no like they can't counteract it at all. It's like, I'm fun, I'm getting people onto the other side because I'm fun, we're having fun. We're taking over political movements because we're having fun doing it, and we're fun to be around, and that really resonates with people. Like, be positive, like yeah. One hand, Canada's going downhill fast. We have to win the culture war, but we're not going to win the culture war being angry. Got to win the culture war being happy. Got to win it having fun and doing good things. I'll probably go into like a video, like go and do like an actual like study video about like the leftists and their brain chemistry, and why they're so miserable. But it's just a general guide. It's have fun. And sort of the final thing is, it's not the end of the world. If things don't go your way, it's not the end of the world. As long as you built up a good support base, and if you have a little bit of a stumble, it's not that big of a deal. At the end of the day, it's just politics. There's no need to cry over it. Get up, big guy, dust yourself off. We got a city to save. We got a culture to save. And when other people you see are down too, get them involved too. Like, it's not that serious. And little side tangent here, now that I'm just thinking of it, another sort of thing, like, I know I'm not like the shining example of health here, but I'm trying to get better, because I acknowledge that, being healthy and living an active lifestyle and sort of eating healthy, it's sort of contributing, like, the way we eat and our lifestyle is contributing to most people being depressed and most people being sad in our society. So like going to the gym, lifting weights, eating healthy, that's going to make you feel better. It's going to make you look better. It's going to make you more appealing to people. It's going to make your arguments seem more valid, because, more attractive people tend to have their arguments viewed as more valid by most people. And just to mention, it's good for you. It's good for you to go lift weights, go for a run, eat healthy, like, become strong, like, become Like, live up to the potential that you have. Like, live up to your potential, seriously. And you might not be, like, you might not be feeling it. Just force yourself to do it. And it'll help clear up your mind. It'll help you become more effective. Like, we need as many strong people in the fight as we can get, big guy. Go to the gym. Get your friends to go to the gym. Like, form, like, right-wing groups. Like, go to the gym. Be happy. Wear pit vipers. Go to the lake house over the summer. Grill up a couple barbecues. Or barbecue a couple hot dogs and hamburgers. And, wrestle. Like, have like authentically like right-wing experience. like just live your best life. Like, it's not that bad. Live your best life. If you go forward in life, you will be happy. It's the Matthew principle, essentially. It's to those who have nothing, all will be taken. To those who have everything, all will be given. And, it's a serious thing. Like, get positivity, get good things happening in your life, and you'll continue to have positivity and good things happen to you. Like, that's how we're going to win. We're just going to win by purely just being happy and being just effective people. Being real, authentic people instead of these husks of these political activist husks. These miserable people who live just on tearing other people down. People with this constant like victim narrative going on in their head. It's like, shut up. I'm not a victim. I'm strong. I'm going to take this country back. Just sitting here. That's about as much as I can think of right now. I'll probably do a follow-up. Couple other videos of like, why leftists are miserable, and eventually I'd like to start doing like live stuff too. Like, as soon as I get enough views on my YouTube channel, start running a live show out of there so we can have like an honest conversation of things. I think that'd be pretty fun. But yeah, this has been Save Canada. The left might hate you, the elites might hate you, but I'll always love you. Have a great day.